Before the video starts, I just want to let you all know that I'm back streaming on Twitch. Now the reason for this, I know some of you may be confused because I did announce I was coming back to YouTube, but I have thought about it. The reason I wanted to stream on YouTube was because I was doing a hardcore playthrough and I didn't want the VODs to be deleted. I wanted the VODs to save and always be available to watch. And YouTube gave me that ability. However, for streaming, everyone knows Twitch is the better platform for that. So I'm shifting back over to Twitch. I'll be playing World of Warcraft, Warcraft 3, a variety of other games like Rust and all this other kind of stuff. So if you're interested, come and hang out at twitch.tv/AzAMOuS and I hope you enjoy the video. Yo guys, AzAMOuS here, and today I thought I'd show you what I've been up to. So I resubbed to Classic, as a lot of you would know, as I made a video recently called Dragonfang is Alive. And I was very shocked to see that the server is actually living and breathing and not on an ICU anymore, because beforehand the server was on a deathbed. It was close to death. I have been playing a bit of PvP, not really much, just Outtrack Valley really, to see if I could get my rank up. And unfortunately what I've learned is there's no pooling, so no one is doing pool boosting on Dragonfang, which means that we can't rank up efficiently. So I've decided to just drop it because I won't be able to get anywhere decent in the time frame between now and TBC. If I could get a decent rank before TBC, I would get that, but to achieve 123k in 1 week and only get like 60% from rank 3 to rank 4, I was like, nah, I'm not going to bother that. And it was kind of a stupid idea anyway. My main plan for TBC preparation is just to farm sapper charges, 3 action potions and a few other things. I was going to get my 100% mount, but there's no point really. I realised it's a lot cheaper in the pre-patch to get my mount then, or I can just get it in Outland. It's not really that big of a deal. I'll be behind the average player base because everyone's got their 100% mounts, but I'll catch up fairly easily. One of the things I had to do was get rid of my alchemy and herbalism on this character. I already have alchemy and herbalism on my priest, so it's not a big deal, but I did have to spend 2 days or so just farming the mats to get my engineering and my mining up, which to be honest was a bit tedious, but I knew I had to push myself through it, and this would be the last time I'd ever actually have to do it on a rogue. So I was like, right, I'm just going to get it done. So this is actually the 3rd time I've leveled engineering in about 30 or so days, because I leveled up engineering on Endless, on my rogue on there. Now bearing in mind the prof rates are ×2, but you still have to grind the mats, you know, it's still effort. And then I had to do it twice again on Classic because I needed things to be a certain way. So I needed engineering on my undead rogue, I needed it to be gnomish, and I needed the orc rogue to be goblin. Some people may argue that goblin engineering is probably better for TBC, and to be honest, they're probably right. I mean, the trinket stun is pretty OP, and the ability to make yourself sappers is really good. There's nothing more annoying than wanting to make some sappers and you have to find someone who's a goblin engineer, and then they've got to stand there and craft the sappers, and if you need more than like 10 made, you're standing there for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you've got to tip the guy like 30 gold for his time. So it's easier long term for me to just say, right, I'm just going to make one character and that's going to make my sappers and everything like that. So then I became a gnomish engineer. I made myself a death ray, one of my favourite trinkets in the game, death ray. And after I made this, I was pretty much done with this character and engineering, aside from maxing it out to 300 and getting ready for TBC. My next major task, re-level engineering on my orc rogue from scratch. Yep, I did. All the way from 0. Because my orc rogue was a gnomish engineer. Yep. So I made myself a death ray on my orc rogue, and then I had to re-level engineering all over again for the 2nd time in a week. So I did it on my undead rogue the 1st time, and then I had to do it again on my orc rogue to become a goblin engineer on this one, so I could craft myself the goblin rocket helmet and have a sapper charger maker. Because there's nothing more annoying than wanting to make sapper charges and having to rely on someone else. It's the most frustrating thing. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to power through it. I'm going to get it done. And I did. I got engineering done on both my rogues. And the orc rogue will just be used as a sapper charge character where I just log on to make sapper charges. And that's going to be it, I think. For the time being, at least, anyway. This did take me a good 2 days of solid grind. The good thing about Dragonfang still is there wasn't that many people farming the mats, so I could easily just farm my way up to 300 and not really have much contest for it. So yeah, I made myself a goblin rocket helmet for my rogue. I've been making sappers, I've got to farm more free action potions, I've got to farm some more thistle tea, and a few other things, and then I'm going to be pretty much ready for TBC at that point. So I'm farming all the mats now, so I don't have to do it again in TBC, so I can just focus on the TBC content, instead of having to come back to do things, to get sapper charges, to get free action potions and all that kind of stuff. There's no need to come back to do all that if you have the time to do it now, which is why I'm doing it now. So my vision for the start of TBC is to have one big bank full of sapper charges, one big bank full of free action potions and thistle tea and all that good stuff. Now there is something else that I've done which I haven't mentioned yet, which I'm going to mention now. I bought another freezing band. Alright, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I bought another freezing band, okay? And the reason I've done that is because it is actually a ridiculous item. I don't care what you say, alright? I don't care what you think. This band is ridiculous. When it procs, alright, when it procs, I know it's only 1% chance, but when it procs, it's amazing. It's the most amazing feeling when they're just stuck in ice and they're staring at you like, how the hell am I frozen? Why is this rogue wearing a freezing band? And when it procs in an arena, let me tell you, that's some gimp stuff right there. That's some gimp stuff right there. And I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be utilising that as much as I possibly can. Now the freezing band only cost me around 240 gold, which isn't bad. It isn't bad for classic, that's pretty good. I mean, the guy asked me, when I was buying a freezing band, he asked me, what are you going to use a freezing band for? Like, it's a weird question to ask someone, to be honest, but I understand, like, okay, I said to him, well, I'm leveling up a mage, I'm going to use it on a mage ult, which is obviously a lie, but if I told him I'm going to use it on my rogue, he probably wouldn't have sold it to me for some reason, I don't know. So I was like, right, I'm going to use it on a mage ult, and he was like, okay, cool, and he codded it to me. I bought it and I equipped it straight away, no problem. So yeah, thank you Zep. I mean, you're never going to find out about this video because I'm never going to link it to you, so you'll never know what actually happened to the freezing band. But regardless, I got my freezing band on my rogue. I'm excited to play around with it in TBC. And yeah, that's about all I've really done for the past however long it's been. Oh yeah, and now I want to level up a Warlock. So I'm leveling up a Warlock before the pre-patch hits. I mean, why not? I might as well play something a bit different, and Warlock looks really fun in TBC, like really fun, like. So what I'll do is get the Warlock to 60, and then I can farm the High Warlord set in the pre-patch on my Rogue and my Warlock, and then I'll go straight into Outland in the rank 14 gear, which would be really nice. I'm doing enchanting and tailoring on my Warlock because that's the best professions as far as I know for TBC for Warlock. I'll be able to do some practicing as well on the Endless Tournament server before the actual TBC Classic goes live, so I will have some Warlock practice. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to playing something a little bit different. I mean, Warlocks have always looked pretty enticing to me. I like the pets, I like the cursing, I like the damage, and their survivability in TBC is absolutely insane. So yeah, if you want to hang out before TBC drops, head over to twitch.tv/AzAMOuS. Come and chill with me while I level up my Warlock, and we're going to have a good time preparing. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you again on Friday. Goodbye.